Hello everyone and welcome to part 2 of Money in the Bank right here on Cracka's Creations Network. My name is Jared, aka Cracka93, and we're going right into a United States Championship match right here as Randy Orton becoming the #1 contender at CCM Monday Night Raw for Finn Balor's United States Championship. The following is for the United States Championship, and here comes the current champion, Finn Balor. Finn Balor is the leader of the Bullet Club. Here to send a message, I'm sure, to Randy Orton here tonight. Finn Balor abandoning all of his fans to control the Bullet Club. Bullet Club's been pretty quiet as of late, but you gotta wonder, when are they gonna rear their head once again? As we await the returning Randy Orton, the #1 contender, looking to take down Finn Balor here tonight and walk out with that United States Championship. Randy Orton making his way down to the ring here at Money in the Bank. Like I said, this is part 2 of a 2-part series. If you want to see part 1, go to the link in the description box below. As Randy Orton makes his way down to the ring for this match here tonight. What a match this is going to be as we get this one underway right here. There it is. That's what this match is for right here, as Randy Orton looks to conquer the leader of the Bullet Club, Finn Balor, for that United States Championship as the ref holds the title belt up high. And here we go as we get this one underway right here. Both of these men look ready to go. As the bell rings and this one is off as they lock up right here in the center of the ring. Randy Orton with a side headlock right off the bat. Finn Balor taking Randy Orton to the ropes with a shove off here. Finn Balor with a drop down. The leapfrog here. And the arm drag onto Orton. As Finn Balor looks in full control here with an Irish whip, knocking the ref down with a drop kick right there from Finn Balor. As Randy Orton with a right hand, and another right hand, and a kick to the gut here. Randy Orton with an Irish whip of his own. And a Luthez from Randy Orton, throwing in on those punches now. There's Orton now picking up Finn Balor. Finn Balor taking Orton over with a fireman's carry right there. Balor now with a roll through and a kick to the chest right there. What a move from Finn Balor, the United States Champion. As Balor's got Randy Orton grounded here. Randy Orton, though, looking like he's reversed it here. Randy Orton with another Luthez, just laying in with the right hands now on Finn Balor. Picking up Finn Balor now. Randy Orton taking Balor to the ropes right here. Balor taking Randy Orton out to the apron. Balor now with a suplex inside the ring right here to Orton. As Orton hits with a huge thud right there on the mat. Balor now wearing down on the United States Champion with the kicks. Balor looking for a drop kick. Randy Orton shrugs it off. Balor with a right hand. Balor's got Orton up top now. Oh, and a huge move there from Finn Balor. Balor now just rolled Orton over. Balor with a huge kick to the arm of Randy Orton now. And an arm drag from Orton now, taking Balor down with a right hand. As Orton has Balor right here. Orton has Balor up and drops him right on that top rope right there. Those ropes are not forgiving. That midsection of Balor has to be killing him right now as the Irish whip right into the ropes here. Balor with an elbow. Balor with a huge move taking down Orton now. As Balor looking to go up top right here. Could he be looking for the coup de grace already? No, and he goes for the elbow drop and Orton gets out of the way. What a match right here as Balor now with a huge shoulder block taking down Orton. Going in for the pin here is Balor, and Orton kicks out before the count of 1. What a match right here to kick off part 2 of Money in the Bank. As Balor now has Orton. Balor with a German suplex right there on Randy Orton. The crowd shouting Finn's name. Now he's got Finn back up into the corner. Finn's got Randy Orton back up in the corner, rather. As Finn looking for the signature drop kick. Drop kicking Orton right into the ropes right there. What a move from Balor. As Balor now with a huge move right there on Orton. Dropping him down. Balor going in for the pin right here for the 1. No, and Orton kicks out before the count of 2. Orton looking for the punch. Balor reverses it with a right forearm there. As Orton reverses that with a right hand to the gut. Orton's got Balor up with a huge move, taking Balor down to the mat right there. Shades of it look like Kurt Angle. As Orton now with a huge submission move here on Finn Balor. Finn Balor getting out of this move though in a hurry. The veteran Randy Orton just dropping Finn Balor's face right on the top turnbuckle. Randy Orton now setting up for a huge DDT right here. Vintage Orton right off of that huge move off the turnbuckle. That's Orton with a huge DDT right there. This could do it if Randy Orton can capitalize. Going for the pin here. New champion 2. No, and Finn Balor kicks out before the count of 3, and Orton can't even believe it. As Orton now with a right hand on to Finn Balor. Randy Orton with a neck breaker now on to Finn as he drops him down. Randy Orton with an Irish whip now into the corner. A boot from Finn Balor. Finn Balor's got Orton up and dropping Orton right flat on his back. That could do it. I thought Finn was going to set up for a huge move right there, the coup de grace, but he didn't end up doing it. As Finn Balor now going out to the announce table, taking that announce table apart right here. As Balor now on the outside takes Orton back in. With a huge elbow to the forehead of Randy Orton. As Balor now rolling Orton over. Balor now going up top. But he's setting up for the coup de grace. I think he is. Yes, Balor with a coup de grace onto Randy Orton right there. What a move as now Balor going in for the pin. This could do it for the 1, 2. No, and Orton kicks out before the 3 count. What a match right here as Orton kicks out of the coup de grace. And Finn Balor can't believe it. Finn Balor's got Orton down now. Wrenching that arm of Orton. But Orton now fighting out of it right here. Looking to beat the leader of the Bullet Club. Oh, Finn Balor rolling up Randy Orton out of nowhere. 1, 2. No, and Orton kicks out before the count of 3 once again. Reversal from Orton here. Randy Orton with the Irish whip into the corner and a huge clothesline to Finn Balor. As Orton now going to that place that he likes to go so well. As Orton with a huge clothesline. Finn Balor with a reversal though out of nowhere. Now taunting Randy Orton. As Orton right now here with another reversal and a clothesline again. As Orton hits another one. And the scoop slam from Orton right there. Orton's in the zone right here. Orton's got him for that DDT off the second rope. Vintage Orton right there. Randy Orton just hit that huge DDT. And now Orton's setting up for the RKO right here. And he gets it onto Finn Balor. That could do it. New champion right here. 1, 2. No, and Finn Balor kicks out of the RKO. How did that happen? Finn Balor with a reversal right here. Balor's got Orton up. We've seen this move once before with a huge kick to the face of Orton. Orton's in trouble right here. We thought he had Balor right there. Balor is busted wide open. Bleeding all over the place as Balor looks to continue to hold that United States champion, but Orton with a huge clothesline. Orton now calling for Balor to get up. Orton's got Balor into the center of the ring with another huge shades of Kurt Angle right there with that Olympic slam. From the second rope, here comes Orton down with a double axe handle onto Finn Balor. Slamming that arm of Balor down to the mat as Orton looks to keep control here. Right hand from Orton. Orton's got Balor. No, Balor's got Orton into a suplex right there. Balor in control. Balor setting up for something. Orton reverses it. And an uppercut there from Orton. And a right hand. And another right hand. Balor in the corner now as Orton up to the second rope. Huge European uppercut there from Randy Orton off the second rope in the turnbuckle. Orton now setting up for a second RKO. If Finn Balor kicks out of a second RKO, I would be amazed as Randy Orton hits it here. New champion once again. 1, 2, 3, and Randy Orton does it this time, beating Finn Balor here at Money in the Bank. Randy Orton is your new United States champion. What does that mean for Finn Balor? What does it mean for the Bullet Club as their leader is now championshipless? What a match this was right here as Orton setting up for vintage Orton right here. Well, that DDT off the second rope right here. Finn Balor, we thought this was going to do it right here. As Finn Balor goes up top for this huge coup de grace right here. But it was not enough to pick up the win against the Viper Randy Orton. The Demon could not slay the Viper. As Randy Orton kicks out before the 3 count. And then the huge RKO right here would be what did it here. As Randy Orton will get the 1, 2, 3. What a match as you're looking at the new United States champion, Randy Orton. There he is, holding the championship high. And now the match that we've all been waiting for. The Money in the Bank ladder matches. Rusev, Triple H, Dolph Ziggler, Dean Ambrose, Neville, and Kane look to compete for that chance at a championship opportunity. That briefcase at the top of the ladder. Here comes the residential superhero, Neville. Sporting new gear here tonight. As Neville makes his way down to the ring for this exciting matchup here.
Rusev Udria, Rusev Machka.
Here comes the Bulgarian Brute, Rusev, making his way down to the ring. As the flames hit the arena, here comes the Demon Kane. Show show off Dolph Ziggler. As a reminder, all of these guys qualified for this match through weeks of qualifying matchups. And these were the victors of those matchups in this ladder match here tonight. And here comes the unstable one, Dean Ambrose. The man that stole his shot at that briefcase by taking out Goldust and then defeating The Miz. The King of Kings, Triple H. His way down to the ring here for this contest. Like I said, the Game taking out Goldust before his qualifying match with The Miz and then stealing his spot on that mat to take out The Miz and to qualify for the Money in the Bank. This was shortly after the Game was relieved of his duties on CCM Monday Night Raw. You gotta wonder if that had something to do with it. As the Game sporting new gear here tonight too. What an entrance from the King of Kings, Triple H. Here we go as we get this match underway right here. All kinds of action to call here. As Dean Ambrose just bulldogs Triple H right there. Ziggler taking Kane to the corner. Rusev and Neville on the outside. Triple H with a neck breaker on Dean Ambrose. Kane just dropped off Ziggler to the mat, and Neville finally puts a ladder into this equation here. Watch this, watch it. Oh, right onto that ladder as Triple H slings Ambrose right onto that ladder that was just thrown into the ring. What a hit there. As Kane laying on the stomps on Dolph Ziggler. Neville on the outside with a huge brainbuster, it looked like, on Rusev. Triple H just flings Ambrose into that ladder. Kane in full control of Dolph Ziggler. Now the backbreaker on the outside to Neville. And Dean Ambrose now with a bulldog again on Triple H. Triple H with a huge clothesline. Kane just spearing Dolph Ziggler right into the ladder. Neville sticking Rusev back into this ring. Triple H with a huge move, dropping Ambrose right onto that top rope. As Triple H goes outside. Triple H getting another ladder into this equation as Rusev just slams Neville to the mat. Bouncing Neville's knee off the mat. Triple H has got the chair. Rusev for the reversal. Neville bounces off the ropes and a huge, it looks like a springboard RKO there from Neville. What a move as Triple H with a chair wearing down the back of Kane now. Oh, into Dolph Ziggler, taking out 3 people with that chair, just Triple H. That's all legal in this match. Ziggler with a belly-to-belly on Triple H. Kane taking the ladder to the back of Rusev, knocking down Neville right there. Kane with an RKO, taking Neville to the outside. Kane now going out the other side to join him. Ambrose with a chair, but Triple H just clotheslining him out of nowhere. Triple H with a belly-to-belly here. Rusev now looks like, oh, and a backbreaker to Triple H. Crowd's chanting Triple H. Oh, and Rusev taking Triple H to the outside. Snap suplex from Dolph Ziggler, and another suplex from Neville on the outside to Kane. All kinds of action to call in this match. And this crowd is going wild for Triple H here tonight. Oh, and Dolph Ziggler throwing Dean Ambrose into that ladder and then clotheslining him after. Rusev just laying it in on Triple H right there. Triple H with a shot to the gut of Rusev. Dolph Ziggler climbing that ladder. Dolph Ziggler's got his hands on that briefcase, but Triple H going in with a right hand to Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler here taking Triple H off the top of that ladder. Rusev now throwing that ladder off to the side. Kane with a huge power bomb to Ziggler off of the briefcase. That was close right there. That's what this match is all about. It's climbing that ladder for that briefcase. Oh, and Triple H catches a huge back suplex right onto the ladder from Dolph Ziggler. Neville and Rusev still fighting it out on the outside. Oh, and a huge super kick there from Dolph Ziggler to Triple H. Triple H with an RKO, with an Irish whip. Ziggler with a huge club to the back of the head, reversing it. Oh, and Dolph Ziggler takes Triple H right into that ladder, looking for a German suplex right there, and he gets it. Neville now got a hold of Dolph Ziggler, back suplex. Neville and Kane now. Kane with a back suplex on Neville. Triple H back into the equation, taking out Ziggler now. Triple H with a spine buster on Ziggler. Dean Ambrose with a spin out DDT. And Kane with a hard Irish whip to Neville right into the chair. Triple H just took Dean Ambrose out, making Neville out of the ring, removing people from the equation so he can climb up and get that briefcase. Triple H dropping the ladder. Dolph Ziggler's now got it. Oh, Triple H throwing Dolph Ziggler right into that ladder. Triple H has now got Dolph Ziggler up. Looking for a suplex, I think. Yes, he did it. Oh, and Dean Ambrose driving Neville face first right onto that ladder. Neville looks out of the equation as he just starts getting up now. Triple H and Dean Ambrose on the outside. Neville on the apron here. Going out to take out Kane, it looks like. Rusev with a hard Irish whip to Dolph Ziggler, taking him on the outside. Neville's got the ladder. Neville looked like he was trying to hit Kane with that ladder, but doesn't. Neville climbing up, Triple H knocking him off. Kane with the ladder set up now. Dolph Ziggler sliding back into the ring. Ziggler's got the ladder down, now putting it back up. Ziggler with the zigzag there on Triple H. That could do it as Ziggler now going up top, but Rusev stopping that as he tosses Dolph Ziggler right off. 3 men on the outside, 3 men on the inside as Rusev with a huge move there, just dropping Dolph Ziggler to the mat. Ziggler with a reversal now, kicking off Rusev. Dean Ambrose now has Triple H with a hard Irish whip, taking Triple H to the outside. Dolph Ziggler just clocking Rusev with that ladder. Neville and Kane on the outside as Kane just drops Neville right on the floor. What a hard thud. As Dean Ambrose, the only one up in the ring, as looks like Rusev might be getting to his feet. Triple H now the only one in the ring, but there's no ladder. Dean Ambrose just took the ladder out of the ring. Kane with a ladder in the ring. Dean Ambrose with a ladder in the ring. Triple H just clocking Kane with that ladder. Now clocking Dolph Ziggler with the ladder. Triple H, the only standing man in the ring, as he's making the ascend up the ladder towards the briefcase. Oh, when Kane stops him right here with a powerbomb off the ladder to Triple H. What a match, and these superstars know what's at stake here. As Kane's got Ziggler up, and a choke slam right there. Kane taking Ziggler into the corner. Kane now with a hard chop to Ziggler right in the corner. Neville and Dean Ambrose on the outside. Rusev with Triple H on the other outside. Dolph Ziggler now with an Irish whip, taking Kane out of the equation. Dolph Ziggler, the only man in the ring right now. Neville's back in, but Neville is down. As Dolph Ziggler making the ascend to the ladder, and Neville is back up. Dolph Ziggler's got a hold of the briefcase as Neville throws the ladder out from underneath of him. Neville with a huge electric chair on Dolph Ziggler, trying to get that briefcase. As right now, Rusev from the top rope with that Shades of Kurt Angle Olympic slam from the top. What a match this is here, as now Dolph Ziggler on the outside with Triple H. Dolph Ziggler grabbing that ladder out there. Oh, and looked like he was going to clock Triple H with it, but Triple H rolled out of the way and then catches it in the back instead. Triple H back up though, looking for a clothesline. Dolph Ziggler though reversing, throwing Triple H further out in the ramp. Rusev, the only man in the ring right now. He's climbing the ladder. Rusev's got a hold of the briefcase. This could do it right here if Rusev can get that briefcase down. Neville back in the ring. Ambrose back in the ring. Neville climbing the ladder. Ambrose knocking both of these men down off the ladder. As Kane just grabbed Rusev right from the briefcase with a huge powerbomb to Rusev. As Kane now has Dolph Ziggler in the corner. Triple H sneaking in here. Triple H hitting Neville in the back with that ladder. Triple H right in the middle of all this action as he's climbing this ladder up to the top. Triple H got a hold of the briefcase. Kane knocking the ladder down. Oh man, and the powerbomb from Rusev. Right onto the ladder it looked, and Rusev's now got Triple H right where he wants him as he drops it. And it looked like Triple H was going to have that briefcase. With a reversal here, Triple H with a scoop slam here to Rusev right onto the ladder. Triple H with a hard Irish whip taking Neville out to the apron. It's Triple H now getting an Irish whip himself out to the floor. What an action-packed match this is. It is so hard to call because there's action everywhere. It's Dolph Ziggler from the top rope right here. Diving off with an elbow to Triple H on the outside. What a move right there. Risking life and limb as he hops off that top rope right on. No, it looks like it was Neville, not Triple H. Triple H up to the top now. Deciding against it. Triple H now, the only man in the ring, but there's no ladder as Neville just throws the ladder into the ring right there. Triple H has got the ladder up. Triple H setting up the ladder here. Triple H climbing the ladder. Dolph Ziggler, the only other man in the ring. Triple H has got a hold of it. Triple H slugging it out with Dolph Ziggler up there. Right hands everywhere as he knocks him off. Triple H has got the briefcase. Can he do it? Yes! Triple H with just enough time to get that briefcase down. As Triple H is now Mr. Money in the Bank. What a match right there. Triple H being hit with all kinds of finishing maneuvers as he got the zigzag there early on. But this was just enough time for Triple H to get that briefcase down before Neville could stop it. Triple H is victorious here. He has the briefcase. What a match. He has that briefcase that he can cash in at any time he wants within the next year against any champion of his choosing. Triple H victorious in what was one heck of a match here tonight on Money in the Bank. As we move right into our next contest here tonight, the following is for the WWE Championship. It is scheduled for one fall. And here comes this man, the rookie from NXT, Chris Matthews, winning the NXT Championship back at Payback on the kickoff show from Tyson Kidd. Would go on, that championship was relinquished, and this championship was created for the SmackDown brand. As Chris Matthews makes his way down to the ring right here for this match, and that title is on the line, that WWE Championship. As we await the arrival of his challenger, Tyson Kidd. Comes Tyson Kidd, making his way down to the ring right here to challenge the champion. Tyson Kidd making his way down to the ring now. That's the prize here in this match, that WWE Championship. As this match is underway, the bell rings and it's off as Tyson Kidd with an Irish whip right into the ropes right there, looking for the drop kick. Matthews shrugs that drop kick off though. The contract signing this past Friday night, as Matthews gets the upper hand, driving Tyson Kidd through a table and then hitting him with the Matthews Express, is what Matthews calling his finishing maneuver now. With a drop down. Looking for the huge clothesline, but Tyson Kidd reverses it. Right hand from Matthews now. And a backbreaker, or side slam rather, there. Matthews from the top rope looking for the senton, and Tyson rolls out of the way. Tyson now, with a spinning neck breaker of sorts right there. We thought it was going to be a suplex, but Matthews reversing it now with a huge shoulder block, taking Tyson Kidd down. Matthews is no slouch in the ring as he takes him over with a Northern Light slam with a pin here. One, no, and Tyson kicks out before the 2 count. Matthews looking for the early victory here. With a right hand now on Tyson Kidd, another right hand. Backing Tyson Kidd right up. Matthews has him up. Tyson Kidd reverses it right into a German suplex, taking Matthews down. Matthews with the right hand. Tyson with the right hand onto Matthews. Matthews with a Tyson with a back suplex. I'm getting all confused now. It was probably from that wicked, crazy Money in the Bank ladder match that we just witnessed. Matthews now with a Luthez, now just laying on the punches on Tyson Kidd right here. This is part 2 of Money in the Bank. If you missed part 1, go to the link in the description box below and watch part 1 of this pay-per-view. What a pay-per-view it's been so far. As Matthews now laying in on the right-hand punches on Matthews. The elbow from Matthews now, and the huge big boot taking Tyson Kidd down. And looks like the Famouser, yes, from Matthews. Hits the Famouser onto Tyson Kidd. He's looking to put this one away early. I thought Matthews was going to go for the Matthews Express right there, but he didn't. With a right hand taking Tyson Kidd off the apron. This match has been pretty solidly Matthews with a hard Irish whip into that barricade. As Matthews now hoists Tyson Kidd up and dropping him right onto that barricade. Matthews sending a message. We're at a 3 count right now. Matthews has got to pay attention to this time outside the ring. As he's wearing down on Tyson Kidd now with an Irish whip right into the... No! Tyson Kidd with a kick to the gut right there. And he goes back into the ring. As Matthews now dazed on the outside, looking to regain his composure here. We're at a 7 count. And he rolls back in before the 8. Matthews with the right hand onto Tyson Kidd. And an Irish whip to the ropes right here. With a drop down. And it looked like a huge clothesline. You heard the slap there, taking Tyson Kidd down. Matthews from the second rope again, looking for that senton. And Tyson moves once again with Matthews setting up for that senton right there. Now Tyson just working on the arms of Matthews. You gotta wonder if he takes those arms out, is that gonna take out the Matthews Express as he gets a huge Irish whip here. Matthews catching him though, sweeping the leg and just dropping Tyson right flat on his back. Matthews now with an Irish whip into the corner. Matthews now taking Tyson up to the top rope. Matthews setting up for something big here as he follows him up here from the top rope. It looks like a superplex all the way up. No, what a maneuver right there from Matthews. Dropping Tyson Kidd in midair, flipping around and landing right flat on the mat. As Matthews looking to end this, I'm thinking Famouser right here. Yes, Matthews with the Famouser to Tyson Kidd. Matthews Express now, I think, on the way, and yes, it looks like it is. As Matthews now waiting for Tyson to get up. Chris Matthews with the Matthews Express right here onto Tyson Kidd, going for the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and Matthews retains here at Money in the Bank. Completely destroying Tyson Kidd in this match. With that huge spinning neckbreaker early on, that was one of the very few offensive moves that Tyson had in this match. As Tyson Kidd being taken over by the Northern Light suplex right there, and was not enough for even a 2 count as Tyson kicks out. But this is what ultimately did it here in this match. The Matthews Express right here. As he picks him up and drops him right down for the 1, 2, 3. And still the champion here, still the WWE champion, Chris Matthews. What does this mean with a consolidation coming up? Guess we'll have to find out on CCM Monday Night Raw. Up next, we got a triple threat match as champion Daniel Bryan takes on Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns in a triple threat. We'll take you back to the previous weeks. Bryan right here. Bryan right, rolling up Roman Reigns right here for the 1, 2, 3. Daniel Bryan just beat Roman Reigns with Coca-Cola after that whole entire match. No, it's the music. The music of Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar is here. Brock Lesnar with a right hand and a clothesline on Bryan. As Brock Lesnar. No. Lesnar calling for the F5 here on Daniel Bryan. Lesnar's got Bryan up. F5 there on Daniel Bryan. Brock Lesnar has made his arrival here on my WWE 2K16 Universe mode. And welcome back as we get ready for this triple threat main event right here. And here comes the champion, Daniel Bryan. The odds do not favor Daniel Bryan here tonight, as he has two competitors, and Daniel Bryan does not even have to be pinned here tonight to lose that CCN championship. Daniel Bryan making the way down to the ring, winning that championship like you saw at WWE Payback against Roman Reigns, and Brock Lesnar coming out and jumping Daniel Bryan after his victory. That is how this triple threat match has come to play here tonight. So what is going to happen when these three giants meet in the ring? Daniel Bryan puts that championship up in the air right here. Here comes the man that is due a rematch from his loss at Payback. Roman Reigns, making his way out to the ring right here in this match. Roman losing that championship at WWE Payback, but has a rematch clause. He's the wild card in this match, really. But you gotta wonder if the odds favor the beast, Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar making his way out here for Money in the Bank. Fireworks go off here in the arena. What do these guys have to be thinking in this match right here when they see that man coming down the aisle towards them? Former UFC champion. That's the championship in this match, though, that this match is for right here. But like I was saying, Brock Lesnar, former UFC champion. He was champion all over the place. And this match is underway here as Roman Reigns looking for looked like a neck breaker, but just slugs Daniel Bryan here. Brock Lesnar, though, taking out Roman Reigns with a huge back suplex maneuver there. Brock Lesnar with an Irish whip as Roman Reigns bounces off the rope. Brock Lesnar now with Daniel Bryan as he bounces off the ropes, and a huge clothesline to Daniel Bryan. Brock Lesnar just laying waste to all the people in this match right here as Roman Reigns now and Daniel Bryan kind of working together to take out the beast right here with a huge belly-to-belly to Brock Lesnar. Daniel Bryan, you gotta wonder if that's the tactic they gotta take in this match. They gotta work together to remove Brock Lesnar from this match. And Daniel Bryan with a huge armbar right here onto Brock Lesnar, but Roman Reigns trying to break it up, but it looks like Brock Lesnar fights out of it with a right hand slug to Daniel Bryan. Brock Lesnar with an Irish whip into the ropes. Huge German suplex there from Brock Lesnar. Roman Reigns here with a, looks like a side Russian leg sweep on Brock Lesnar. Roman Reigns, though, taking Daniel Bryan down. That alliance did not last very long, as Roman Reigns just slams Bryan's arm off the mat. Brock Lesnar with a hard Irish whip, taking Roman Reigns out of the equation here for a moment. Bryan sweeps the leg of Lesnar, though. Lesnar, though, with a back body drop here on Daniel Bryan. As Lesnar now going into an armbar of his own right here. Kind of shades of what we see Daniel Bryan just do to Brock Lesnar not too long ago. It's Daniel Bryan here with an Irish whip to Lesnar, taking Lesnar out of the ring. And Daniel Bryan following. This triple threat match we knew was going to be dangerous. We knew could be bloody here tonight as Lesnar taking the table apart out here. Why Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns fight it out in the ring. That might be a decent strategy too. Let these two fight it out and then sneak in there and get the victory, but that's not Brock Lesnar's style. Brock Lesnar's a hard hitter and he's going to be in this match till the end. As Lesnar now just waiting, laying in wait. As Lesnar now helping Daniel Bryan out to remove Roman Reigns here with the right hand punches. Roman Reigns though taking down Daniel Bryan. Brock Lesnar with an Irish whip taking Roman Reigns right out of the ring here. As Brock Lesnar now looks like a reverse suplex right here, taking Daniel Bryan down and out. Daniel Bryan taking the most damage here in this match, but you're going to wonder if that's what's going to happen as Roman Reigns with a huge dropkick to Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar now taking out the knee of Roman Reigns right there, and a huge clothesline from Brock Lesnar. It looks like Lesnar just hit Daniel Bryan with a clothesline as well. Brock Lesnar here with Daniel Bryan with a hard Irish whip into the corner. As Roman Reigns taking Daniel Bryan up top, it looks like. No, Brock Lesnar with Daniel Bryan up top, and Roman Reigns just kind of backs off, letting this happen as Brock Lesnar hooks the double arms here of Daniel Bryan off the top with a huge butterfly suplex of sorts from Brock Lesnar as the champion Daniel Bryan just kicked up right there. Bryan looking for some action here as Roman Reigns has got Brock up top. Oh, and just dropping him on that turnbuckle. Brock Lesnar with a reversal here on Daniel Bryan. The right hand to Roman Reigns, taking Roman Reigns out of this match right here. Daniel Bryan, though, with an Irish whip into the corner. Brock with a reversal. Brock Lesnar with the German suplex right here. Taking Daniel Bryan to Suplex City, it looks like. The crowd counting to 2. And the third one taking down Daniel Bryan. As Roman Reigns goes in for the pin here, trying to pick up the victory off of Brock Lesnar's suplex. Daniel Bryan rolls out of the way and Roman Reigns misses him. It's Daniel Bryan with the elbow shots to Brock Lesnar. Roman Reigns with a drop kick. Roman Reigns has got Daniel Bryan up with a huge Samoan drop there on Daniel Bryan. Brock Lesnar knocking Roman Reigns off the top rope. Brock Lesnar with a huge Irish whip taking Roman Reigns out of the ring and out to the floor. Looking for a stomp there. Roman Reigns rolls out of the way. Roman Reigns has got Lesnar up. Roman Reigns with a huge takedown on Brock Lesnar. Roman Reigns now with a kick to the gut of Lesnar. Daniel Bryan with a float over DDT, looked like a neck breaker there instead. Brock Lesnar now. He's got Daniel Bryan. What's he setting up for here? As Lesnar taking Daniel Bryan over to that announce table. Lesnar, no. Lesnar's got the CCM champion up on that table. Lesnar, yes. F5 right through the announce table to the CCN champion. Roman Reigns catches him though with a back suplex. The crowd saying just exactly what this match is, and that is awesome. This match is for the CCN championship. As Brock Lesnar just takes Roman Reigns and throws him right into that ring post. Brock Lesnar regaining a little bit of composure here. Brock Lesnar throws Roman Reigns into that ring post and bounces the head off of it. Daniel Bryan with Roman Reigns on the outside as Brock Lesnar went in and came back out now. Brock Lesnar with the chair. Remember, this is no disqualification in the traditional triple threat rules here. Daniel Bryan with a right hand has Roman Reigns up right here with an airplane spin on to Roman Reigns. If he can't knock him out, he sure as heck is going to make him dizzy. As Brock Lesnar throwing Daniel Bryan back into the ring with a huge club and then a kick to follow. As Brock Lesnar maintaining control in this match. As Brock Lesnar now has that chair. That's not good for either of these guys. With his bare hands, he's lethal. With a chair added to the equation, he's even worse as Roman Reigns is now busted open. Daniel Bryan goes down with a chair shot as Brock Lesnar is in full control right here. Brock Lesnar with a submission move on Roman Reigns now as he releases it after a short time with a huge kick to the back there. Lesnar now with an Irish whip of Roman Reigns into the corner. And a huge running knee right into the gut of Roman Reigns. Daniel Bryan though, vintage Daniel Bryan with the kicks to the chest of Brock Lesnar. The crowd's counting along with the fighting champion here with a huge kick to the head to Brock Lesnar. As Daniel Bryan rolls him over now for the 1. No! And he kicks out before the count of 2 with the help of Roman Reigns right there. As Reigns taking him over with a gut-wrench suplex right there. Brock Lesnar's getting back up though. Oh, the knee to the forehead of Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan is now busted open. You got to wonder if that was kind of an assist from the chair that Bryan took to the forehead not minutes ago right here. And Brock Lesnar now with a chair. Brock Lesnar clubbing Daniel Bryan with that chair once again. Oh, and now Roman Reigns catches it in the back of the head. And the crowd is shouting for Suplex City. And it looks like Brock Lesnar is going to give it to him right here. With these German suplexes, there's 1. There's 2. And there's 3 from Brock Lesnar. Wait, Daniel Bryan's going to catch the victory. No, and Brock Lesnar's able to break it up before even a 2 count. German suplex there to Daniel Bryan. Lesnar is just menacing here in this match, taking out Roman Reigns with another German suplex. Lesnar's just toying with these men now. As Lesnar with a chair shot looked like to the back of Daniel Bryan, and then, no! Daniel Bryan reversing it twice. Daniel Bryan with a double arm hook, butterfly, arm breaker here. We see this one just in the beginning of the match, but Brock Lesnar gets the rope break there. Oh, and an elbow to the face of Daniel Bryan and a clothesline. Roman Reigns trying to sneak the victory, and Brock Lesnar breaks it up again. Brock Lesnar with that chair. This isn't good for either of these men. As Brock Lesnar with a chair shot to the back of the head of Daniel Bryan. No! Bryan just kind of shrugged it off. How did he do that? Roman Reigns with a back suplex. Bryan rolls out of it. With a backbreaker here from Roman Reigns to Daniel Bryan. Lesnar now with a chair to the back of the head of Roman Reigns, taking him out. Lesnar in control and the only one standing in this match right now as Lesnar hoists Roman Reigns up high with a powerbomb off the mat, and he does it, taking out Roman Reigns right there. Both Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns are severely busted open here in this match. As Daniel Bryan going in for the pin again. The chair shot from Brock Lesnar, and he hits it. Daniel Bryan with the elbow shots to the collarbone area of Roman Reigns. Lesnar trying to connect with the chair, but cannot catch either one of these guys long enough. Lesnar with a huge shot to the back of the head of Roman Reigns once again. Lesnar here. I don't know what he's planning. But Lesnar has yet to try to make the pin, so that means he only has one thing planned, and that's more punishment for both of these men. As Lesnar again taking Daniel Bryan to Suplex City once again here. There's the second one. No, not into the corner. Oh, and the third one. Daniel Bryan has to be out of it here. As Brock Lesnar going in for the pin. 1. No, and he breaks it up before the 2 count. Roman Reigns does. Elbow from Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar with an Irish whip into the corner. Brock Lesnar's got Roman Reigns in that corner now with an Irish whip. Bryan catching Brock Lesnar with a huge double arm single arm hook. I don't know what to call it. All this action in the match. Daniel Bryan looking to climb up top. Roman Reigns clocking him, knocking him off the ropes right there. Wait, Roman Reigns setting up for the spear right here. If he hits this, it could be over. No, Lesnar reverses it into a DDT. Lesnar's got Daniel Bryan. Lesnar with an Irish whip to the ropes right here. Oh, and a right hand to Daniel Bryan. As Lesnar, the only one in this ring right now, as both Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan are on the outside. Roman Reigns just toying with Bryan on the outside. Brock Lesnar still in the ring waiting for these two to come in. Lesnar smart, knowing that they cannot make a pin on the outside and one man has to come back in, and when he does, he's going to be waiting for him. As Roman Reigns now bringing Daniel Bryan back into the ring, it looks like. With the elbow to the face of Daniel Bryan. Roman Reigns with an Irish whip. Roman Reigns now picking up Daniel Bryan. Brock Lesnar with Roman Reigns in the corner. Daniel Bryan with the S-lock on Brock Lesnar. Rope break though, as Brock Lesnar smart to grab the ropes right off the bat. Daniel Bryan now taking out Roman Reigns. With a belly-to-belly here from Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar now has got his attention turned to Roman Reigns. Brock Lesnar with a belly-to-belly here on Roman Reigns. It looked like Daniel Bryan was setting up for something here. Brock Lesnar's got both men in the corner. Brock Lesnar, no. Brock Lesnar setting up for the double F5 right here on Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns. He's got him up, and he hits it here on Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan. What a replay right here as a double F5 to Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan. Can Brock Lesnar do it? New CCN champion, 1, 2, 3, and yes, Brock Lesnar is victorious at Money in the Bank. He is walking out with that CCN championship. What a match. As you see Suplex City here early on, as Brock Lesnar with the 3 amigos there. I don't know if you can call that 3 amigos with the German suplex, but oh well. Brock Lesnar driving Daniel Bryan through the announce table early on with an F5. This huge match, this huge move right here, picking up Roman Reigns off the mat into a power bomb. The power and the strength of the beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar. And then the chair shots. When that chair was brought into the match, it was the difference maker here. And then this huge move, the one that made this victory for Brock Lesnar, the double F5 to Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan. As Brock Lesnar eliminating both men out of the equation of this match. Brock Lesnar going right into the pin, and he would get the 1, 2, 3. We have a new champion here on CCM Monday Night Raw, and that is the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. Thank you guys for all the support on the series. Consolidation happens July 18th now instead of the 11th. Thank you guys for all the support on the series, and definitely keep watching that as we consolidate from Raw and SmackDown to just CCM Monday Night Raw with a main event minor show. But thank you guys, and we'll see you next time.